Good Tuesday morning, South Carolina weather watching. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and start off with the weather for your Tuesday. If you look down near us right now, according to this MRMS, it does say that precipitation is falling inside of South Carolina in multiple regions. But let's go ahead and go down go up in resolution and see if that is true. If we check it out. Looks like that we probably do have some precipitation near the Greenwood, Iva, McCormick region, pushing kind of like this way east, going towards Newberry, Winnsboro, Camden, Bishopville, Hartsville, Florence. So if you're in any of those regions, watch out for a couple of raindrops or two. But also cannot rule out an isolated downpour. But let's go ahead and zoom out for the entire U.S. again, and going ahead and do continue everything else. So the MRMS, go back, play it out, and then let's go do that. All right. So we saw the precipitation near us. Precipitation is falling pretty much everywhere else, like from the Ohio Valley down south to the deep south. Precipitation, and you know that this is falling right here because it's like yellow. So that's how you know that it really is falling. We have some heavy rain. I mean, not heavy rain, heavy snow falling inside of the just east of the Grand Forks region and the International Falls, just south of the International Falls. So we have some heavy snow out there in the northern U.S. We also do have some snow, some ice, and some rain mix over here for Denver, Cheyenne, Torrington, Pierre, Rapid City, from South Dakota all the way down to Colorado. And then we just have some rain up here in the Pacific Northwest. So overall, a pretty rainy day for most today. Let's go ahead and look at cloud cover, shall we? Let's go ahead and look. Cloud cover right now is not looking too good, especially for most of South Carolina. Definitely for sure. So we looks like that we are seeing some clearing, especially I can see it outside of my house. I'm kind of like right on that boundary right there near Charleston, where that opening is, kind of. So we are starting to see a little bit of clearing, but unless you're just west of Charleston, you're like I'm trying to name out some towns, Allendale, Beaufort, places like that. You're probably clear, or you might see some scattered clouds. Everybody else, you're probably cloudy right now. So, how long will this last? This looks like a bunch of cloud cover. So I don't know when exactly all this cloud cover is gonna go. Exactly. But for sure, something that we're gonna have to watch for is, see if any precipitation will fall with this, because we already know that there's precipitation falling already on the Georgia South Carolina border right now. So we're just waiting to see. But according to my thing, it can be cloudy all the way through till like I say till like going into the weekend. So I mean, there will be cloud in the sky probably going all the way into the weekend unless we get some clearing, like for a couple of hours, and then get back to being cloudy. It's gonna be cloudy for most of us. Here's our current temperatures right now: 59 in Columbia, 62 in Florence, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 62 in Charleston, 64 in Hampton, 64 in Augusta, and 57 up there in Greenville. To our south, 66 in Jacksonville, 70 in Tallahassee, 70 in Palm Coast, and 68 in Orlando. To our west, 62 in Atlanta, 66 in Birmingham, 64 in Huntsville, Florence, 66 in Jackson, Mississippi, 71 in New Orleans, and then to our north, 57 in Charlotte, 64 in Knoxville, 55 in Asheville, 66 inside of Memphis, and 66 inside of Wilmington. Here's our maximum temperature for today. Maximum temperature for today can get around 74 Columbia, 73 in Sumter, 71 in Florence, 65 in Myrtle Beach, 68 in Charleston, 66 and 64 up there in the Greenville Spartanburg region. And then here's our max wind gusts for the next 24 hours. Max wind gusts can get to around 30 to 35 miles per hour up there from pretty much all of the upstate. So definitely a pretty breezy day up there. Um, 25 to 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts is possible near the Midlands, and then 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts is possible throughout the coast and the low country and the PD region. So if you're in the low country and the PD region, 20 to 25 miles an hour. The Midlands, that's around 25 to 30 miles per hour, and the upstate around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Maybe even some isolated spots that can get all the way up to 40 in the very northern upstate. So definitely some high gusts today. And if you have anything that you might need to tie down that you have outside, please do that. And then we also do have our 24-hour precipitation totals. We do have a potential tenth of an inch of rain that could fall from Rock Hill to Greenville, Spartanburg as well. So definitely watch out for that, as we do have a potential half an inch of rain that could fall up there in northern South Carolina as well. After that, let's go ahead and look at the model and let's see what it shows. So if we go ahead and click interact. Alright, so we push this forward. You can see that precipitation right there. It's forecast to move eastward, and once it moves eastward, even move through the Myrtle Beach region and then cause some leftover showers for most of South Carolina. And I mean, this is set to last for like a while. I mean, look at the recurring precipitation that's happening with this. I mean, just straight up a lot of rain. If we go 24 hours out from now, again, it's not showing really that much, but I do think that this could potentially spot a lot of precipitation, especially in the near future, especially with that new system that's coming through, around 3/10 of an inch for Florence, that's a tenth of an inch for Myrtle Beach, Columbia, the Greenville, Spartanburg region. So this is for the next 48 hours though, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. We'll talk about that more in tonight's video though, how much rain that system will bring. But we do have a day one convective outlook. We do have a slight risk of severe weather for Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Cleveland. This does come with a 5% chance of tornadoes, a 15% chance of damaging winds, and a 15% chance of damaging hail, with a 10% risk. In that risk right here, you can see, if you're looking at your screen, you can see like this black outlined risk. This is a 10% chance of the hailstone being baseball size. So 2-inch, tennis ball sized hail, golf ball sized hail, maybe even a couple of baseball sized hail. So hail is definitely the big threat when it comes to this. For sure, definitely gonna have to watch out for that. If you know anybody inside the Chicago region, the Detroit, Indianapolis, Toledo, Fort Wayne, Lexington, Fayette, Louisville, St. Louis, Milwaukee, if you know anybody inside those regions, let them know that this thing is coming for them and that they need to be watching out for this. And not only do they have to watch out for severe weather, but they also have to watch out for flash flooding and excessive rainfall as well, which there is a 5% chance of excessive rainfall being met, which means there is a 5% chance of flash flooding. So they have to also watch out for the flash flooding for eastern Illinois, all of Indiana, all of Ohio, central and western Pennsylvania, western West Virginia, and central to southern Michigan. So everyone inside that green region right now needs to be watching out. Our winter storm severity index, nothing is looking to hit South Carolina, so we're going to skip over that. And that's going to about wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for watching this forecast update. And I will see y'all tonight with another evening update video on the storm to the west and our breezy conditions tomorrow as well, and what's to come for the future. So thank you.